Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we have another community replay. This one sent in by my buddy Tiger Terrorist, aka Tiger T. And if you guys aren't sure who he is, I will leave a link down in the description as well as down in the pinned comment so that you guys can go over and check out his YouTube channel. He does quite a few really long streams, I believe. Or at least he used to. He used to do really long streams. Like, dude would literally stream for, you know, 8 to 10 hours of Legends, which is kind of ridiculous. I've done it, but good lord, it's not fun. So, yeah, if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down there for him. Make sure you guys go over and give him some love. Make sure you represent that Spartan Army / Navy, if you guys are interested. Anyway, he's in the Colbert. This would be the first time we've seen the Colbert in a while on the channel, so hopefully you guys are ready. It's going to be a good one, but look at the team matchmaking here. Good God! 5 destroyers per team. That's ridiculous. But then he's got 3 cruisers. This is like a match made in heaven for a Colbert. Like, think about it. Colbert, it's a solid DPM vessel, but against battleships it really struggles. However, against a bunch of cruisers and destroyers, it could be a lot of fun. So, let's see what old Tiger Terrorist can do with a Colbert. Now, first of all, he's got an Alaska in the middle of the map. Now, fortunately for him, he's got somebody spotting him, and he has an island there that he can use for cover. So he's going to get to potentially DPM. Oh, never mind. Alaska goes dark. And that means he goes to get a full broadside. Now, he's got to be careful. I believe there's a Des Moines right on the other side of this island. So if he goes past this island, he's going to be having a bad time. Unfortunately, his teammate that was spotting for him has passed away rather unceremoniously. And he is now being told to reverse by the Musashi, who knows everything behind him. Now, we know that there's a Des Moines here, we know that there's a Shima here, and we know that there's a Yugamo here. We also know that the Colbert is pretty nasty when it comes to DPM. And so, as long as he doesn't go broadside to this, oh my god, look out! And now he has no choice, he's gotta commit. He's gotta commit! Torpedoes! Help! Now, the downside is, he has no choice, he has to fight this freaking Des Moines. Now, as soon as he opens the angle, if this Des Moines knows what he's doing, he could Citadel the crap right out of this Colbert. But if the Des Moines doesn't know what he's doing, he's going to get Citadel to pieces here as well. And fortunately, neither of these guys really scored. Ah, there it is. There it is. Owie, owie, owie. Yep. That's the DPM. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Des Moines not in a very good position, didn't do a very good job of angling. He just kind of let the drive-by happen and then get absolutely pummeled. And for that, his destroyers will pay the ultimate price as the Yugamo tries to get the torpedoes away. And you know there's a Shima behind you as well. Yugamo, not only did he not get the torpedoes away, but he managed to die without doing anything. I don't know what that Yugamo was doing. He was watching his teammate get obliterated, knowing full well what happens to him when he does let that happen. And Shima pops up, shooting a couple shots, and then the other Shima comes off the other side. But the beautiful thing about the Colbert and these other light cruisers is just how fast their guns rotate. Like, he went from one side of a ship to the other in no time flat, manages to get the freaking Shima spotted, get shots on target, and then just proceed to nuke him using brain cells, okay? Shima thought, okay, I'll smoke up, I'll be fine. Shima didn't realize that Tiger had paid attention and seen how far away he was, and unfortunately Tiger does take a torpedo, which Shima torps, I mean, you give and you get, right? If you take a Shima oh my god, and takes a pin from what had to be a battleship. Had to be. That was a battleship shell that came in. That was not the Alaska shell that got a full pin. And right now, Tiger's struggling. He got 3 kills real quick. He's up to 107,000 damage. Luckily, the Shima dropped a smoke screen for him, which is nice of him. He's got AP loaded and bad intentions for this Alaska's broadside. This is not going to end well for the Alaska. The DPM is there. Like, he's going to overpin too, because these are high velocity, but as long as he gets a couple of good pins here, yeah, he's done. And he turns away, but then he gets the booty check from the Alaska. And this is the problem with the Colbert that I've had. This is why I don't have the Colbert and why I didn't rush the Colbert project or buy it or anything like that. Is because it just, as much as everybody's like, well, it's got 32 millimeters of armor everywhere. It's got a raised freaking superstructure platform. And what that means is gigantic penetrations from everywhere. No matter what you're up against. Flat armor doesn't need to be overmatched. It just needs to be pinned. And unfortunately, I mean, that's where you're at. He's almost going to get outgunned by a Shimakaze. Look out! Oh my god, he's getting so lucky. The Shima shells are splitting him right now. That Shima's got to be furious. And then he turns away at the last second and dodges and lives with 41 hit points in a dream. Oh my god, and he takes down his freaking Quicken. Oh man, oh lie doesn't get any closer than that, folks. You'll love to see it. He couldn't make that up. Those shells split him, and then he turns out, and then he manages to dodge the last couple of salvos from that Shima. That Shima was probably upset. He's like, okay, I'll just hurry up and gun this guy down. But you gotta be careful with the Colbert, man. Colbert has those fast shells, and as a destroyer, like, it's very difficult to dodge. Even at medium to long range, when you think that you're okay, you're not. Now, Tiger, what he's doing here is a very good job of utilizing this little island to protect himself, keep himself from being spotted, so that he can bomb away on this poor little freaking Yami out here, and the Kronstadt. Now, he does overrun the island here, so he's got to be careful. He is going back to go try to capture the base. The Musashi did manage to die, I think, or maybe he ran away, I can't tell. But he is headed back to try to capture the base. The Kronstadt is pushing towards him, which is terrifying. Also, there's a Yami there, so you definitely don't want to get these guys upset. Now, Yami has damage con, so he immediately switches back to trying to get the permafire. And let's be honest, when you're shooting this many shells this often, like, it's not long before you're getting fired. Like, usually one salvo, there it is. First salvo on the Yami, that's permafire. He's going to go ahead and take another shot. He's got multiple shells inbound. As long as he lands more than one, he's probably getting another fire here in the next, like, 5 to 10 seconds. But you can see he is still trying to maintain a good look at this Yami. And there it is. There's the double perma. You'll love to see it. And, of course, unless you're the Yami, in which case you hate to see it. But he is spotted right now, so there is always the option of this Kronstadt or this Yami of finishing off this Colbert at any moment. But look at the DPM this thing. It's just a never-ending shell. And what makes this ship so dangerous compared to, say, the Mino, Mino's very dangerous in and of its own right, but if you go into a Mino fight and you just go like bow in or you angle well, a lot of times you can just survive a Mino's barrage by angling well. It's all AP, right? This thing, you don't get that because it does have the ability to shoot HE, and that damage over time, like, it's just, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, he's going to shatter a lot of shells. Sure, he's not going to do as much damage as maybe a Mino if he starts getting penetrations, but the fires, man, the thing can set fires like nobody's business, and honestly hasn't had to too much in this one, but just in the short amount of time that he did use HE to try to set fires, he set 9 fires. That's crazy! In that short amount of time. Like, he set, what? He set 2 fires, Yami DCs, he sets 2 more fires, then he goes to Kronstadt, he set a couple of fires on him. That's what I'm saying. Like, the short amount of time it takes. And then, of course, you go up against the Destroyer, and you've got HE loaded. Like, this Destroyer's got no chance. And down he goes. And then the Kaba comes out. Now, the Kaba's a different sort of boat. Now, you can see he immediately switches to AP for the Kaba. Kaba has enough armor that you don't want to be shooting HE at it for very long because you're going to oversaturate it and then you're not going to get any damage. You're just going to be shattering HE off of it. However, you switch to AP and suddenly your cruiser that struggles to do damage with the HE against the Kaba just starts nuking the Kaba. But Kaba, not a slouch. He's turning away. He's doing everything he has to do to dodge shells. And this is where the Kaba is dangerous, man. At this 12, 13 kilometer range, it's hard to hit a Kaba. It's not the most, like, shifty destroyer in the world. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Kaba sucks when it comes to turning, compared to other destroyers. However, you can see he does load up the HE here. He is going to try to get some shots. And you can see he hit him, but he did no damage. He shattered. And that's what you gotta watch. Now, if he hits superstructure and so on and so forth, sure, he's gonna do some damage. But you can see he's struggling to hit even this Kappa, which struggles to turn at this medium to long range. So even with these super fast shells for the Colbert, at medium to long range, countering a destroyer is freaking practically impossible. It's like a slightly more dangerous Atlanta in that regards. These shells aren't quite as flighty as an Atlanta, which also means you're not going to be shooting over as many good islands as the Atlanta, at the closer range as the Atlanta, but at the same time, they are floaty enough that destroyers can easily dodge. Cruisers can probably dodge at medium to long range, and battleships, while you can dodge some, generally speaking, they're going to walk the fire hose in on you, and you're going to eventually... And I do mean fire hose. And I don't mean putting out fires. I mean this thing is literally a fire hose. It's going to set all the fires. It's like literally dousing you in kerosene as you're burning. Like it's going to keep you going. But you can see Kaba, again, 12.6. He starts lining them up. And like I said, they're not the flightiest shells or floatiest shells. But they do take long enough that this Kaba's just going to be able to dodge it. He has to get much closer. But Kaba takes a torpedo. Which is something you... Well, I guess that does make sense. I did say that this thing can't turn. Is he going to get the kill? Ah, we're going to get CS7. Nope, never mind. Shima guns down the Kaba. That's funny. You love to see it. But, yeah. A great game to showcase the strengths and the weakness of the Colbert. A quite entertaining game, if you ask me. So don't forget, make sure you guys check about 185,000 damage Kraken 6-pack, Confederate Dreadnought, Dev Strike, and a High Cal. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about the Colbert. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh my god, 4,600 base XP! Dang! Now that's a game. And as always, I will see you in the next video.